the channel, we take a look at WWE Mattel Legends Series 24 Chase Edition Faarooq. And in the back half, we rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Legends 24 unboxing and set rankings. As today, we're taking a look at Faarooq, the Chase Edition for Legends 24. And in the back half of this very video, we are going to count down from my least favorite to my favorite Legends Series 24. But of course, for all your WWE Mattel needs that aren't Target exclusives, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, like all the other reviews here on this channel. So Faarooq, Chase Edition right here. And in a little bit of a ways, it feels like there's two Chase Editions, kind of, sort of, maybe not really, with the Who Jim Neidhart figure, 2-in-1 figure in this set. You get a 2-in-1 figure with Faarooq, kind of in a roundabout way. Of course, the Chase Edition, a little bit different colors than the regular edition, which we already unboxed on the channel. Check out that review if you wanted to. But a very similar figure, as you can imagine here. Faarooq, 8 and up, WWE, Legends Series 24, Elite, of course, as we know it. Packaging, beautiful packaging, this new packaging for Legends this year. And you got Faarooq in there, the extra hands, the coat, and then the different colors on his outfit. And we'll dive into that in a second here. Faarooq on the side, looking only like Faarooq could look. Same thing over here. On the back, tail of the tape, got the blurb, got the cross-sell. We'll be dealing with all those guys later on in this very video as well. Let's see what it says about Faarooq once again. Titles: WCW Heavyweight Champion, World Tag Team Champion. In 1997, the powerhouse Faarooq formed the Nation of Domination. The faction began with Crush and Savio Vega before Faarooq aligned himself with individuals he knew he could trust, D'Lo Brown and Kama Mustafa. Shortly thereafter, the leader of the nation welcomed a disgruntled Rocky Maivia, who renamed himself The Rock. Of course, we'll never forget that. A pivotal point in The Rock's career, as we all know. Let's get old Faarooq out. See you later. Goodbye. Little plastic prison for Faarooq, Chase Edition right here. Now the Chase Edition has got the more purplish color, I guess is what we'll call this color here. An interesting idea for Faarooq. I don't know. Is this the one we wanted as the Chase out of these characters here? Is this the best one to go with the Chase version? I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. I don't think anybody would warrant this Faarooq figure later on down the line. I can't imagine people saying, boy, if we could just get another version of Faarooq, but this time in that other gear, I don't think anybody would have said that. So I'm going to pop him out. Just powering through the twist ties right there. Don't recommend it. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Everything cleaned up here. I don't think anybody was clamoring for this outfit. It's neat for what it is. It probably makes the most sense, I guess, for a Chase variant edition here with Faarooq. But we're going to dive into it. Let's start it off. Now, 2 Fists of Fury here for Faarooq. You get the 2 gripping hands out of the package. As we always do, one guy, one Faarooq, the regular, will probably get the regular hands. This one will get the gripping hands. Trying to make them even more different, if that is possible, of course. See you later. Goodbye. We do get the black jacket here once again. Of course, got that with the last version of Faarooq. It makes all the sense in the world. We get it twice. Kind of nice. Once again, you put one with the jacket on, one with the jacket off, and you could reuse this jacket for somebody else if you wanted to. You can put it on your Kevin Nash figure, whatever you want to do with that. But it is a nice black pleather jacket. But now we're diving into Faarooq himself. Looking good. Looking like Faarooq, I guess, just like the last one. It's not going to be too different from that, as you can imagine. We do get the hat once again. Hat's removable. Once again, you can have one with the hat on, one with the hat off. Make them as different as possible, as I always do say. But nice hat. We've seen it before. We'll see it again, I'm sure. Probably when we get a new Mark Henry around the corner, I have to imagine. We'll see what happens with him. But it looks like Ron Simmons Faarooq all day long. Got the hair going on. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose and a mouth. Playing those human hits is what Ron Simmons is doing right here. He's mean mugging, though. He's never a happy camper, as we know. Does got the black bicep bands. You got the black wrist tape going on. Fist of Fury, as we did mention. And then the big difference, of course, being the Chase Edition. Just a different colored singlet on this one here. Just a different look to the singlet on the back. All black. Down to the tights. Down to the boots. Not a ton of meat on the bone right here. But it is different. And it's great if you're a huge Ron Simmons fan. If Ron Simmons is your favorite wrestler of all time, you got to be a little bit happy with another Ron Simmons figure, as it technically is a different figure. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, hands back and forth side to side, head back and forth side to side, removable if need be, waist articulation, ab crunch. Those big old Faarooq splits, known for his splits. Legs do go up, no bounce back, love to see that. Thigh cut, double jointed pin knees, boot cut, ankles back forth side to side, up and down. You got your usual Mattel articulation right there in the Elite line. And of course, he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. What do you know, fitting on a stand right there. And then I got Faarooq here, all ready to go in his nation jacket. He's ready to go. He's representing the nation. Tales of two Faarooqs, I guess, is what we have here. I think I'm going to leave this one with the jacket on and then use this one jacket off, I think is what my plan is, at least as of right now. I could change my mind, but that is my plan for right now. So, cool for what it is. Not sure when we're going to get another Faarooq figure. Would be really good to get an updated version of the APA. I would like to see, and I guess it is on the table. We got a Justin Hawk Bradshaw in the next Legends line, so we'll be on the lookout for that one, of course. But I could see an updated APA in kind of that ringside Mattel Creations 2-pack. We got, of course, Imperium, Headbangers, Dudley shipping very soon. And then I could see maybe down the line getting an updated APA because those sorely need to be updated, as we do know. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's not the next Ron Simmons Faarooq. And you never know, they could mix an Ultimate in there as well. We'll see what ends up happening there. But for what we got right here, Legend Series 24, Faarooq, it is what it is. I don't think it's the greatest Chase figure of all time. Maybe not the worst either. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments your thoughts on this one down below. But we're not done with this video yet. We got to rank the entire Legend Series 24 from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, time to put in order my rankings of WWE Mattel Legends Series 24. Of course, the Target exclusives, and of course, 6 figures here. Get into that in a second. Start at number 6, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my favorite of the Legends Series 24, and I said 6 figures. Yes, we got the Faarooq Chase in here, but I also threw the Who in. It's a 2-in-1 figure. I felt the Who needed to be represented in this countdown. However, I will say the Who being a 2-in-1 does help this Jim Neidhart figure. I think you'll get extra sales out of Jim Neidhart just because of that instance of being a 2-in-1 figure here. But of course, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below and make sure you put them in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part, but we're going to start off at number 6, and I am going to go to the Who at number 6. Come on, he is not a popular character. He is just a deep, deep cut moment in time, but I do think it is very, very cool we got his figure here, because who would have ever thought, we would have got a figure of him, no matter which way we ended up getting it. Of course, it is a little frustrating with the boots, not the end of the world, but it is cool, and I do appreciate Mattel giving us something like this. So, as cool as it is, it's still going to be number 6, but it is those deep cuts a lot of longtime collectors really, really enjoy. So I do appreciate that one in my collection right here. Now we're going to number 5 here, and I'm going to go to the Faarooq Chase, just because, kind of in a way like Who, very limited time in this singlet here. Not a lot of people remember Faarooq in this. I don't remember it. I can't even find the picture on Google. I remember somebody posting it in a Facebook group or something like that. He definitely did wear it. It's just not very iconic. However, it's not a bad idea for a Chase, because I think people would roll their eyes if this was a regular release in the Legends 32 or something. They'd be like, oh, it's not that much different than the last one. So it definitely works for the Chase here. Is what it is. Is it going to set the world on fire? Probably not, but it is a perfect Chase. Not going to be for everybody, as we do know. So there's 6-5. We're getting down to 4. Things getting a little crazy right here, and I'm a little shocked at this one, as I thought this guy would be at the top of the list for me. Still a good figure. It is the Hulkster, Hulkamania running wild right here. Of course, 40th anniversary of Hulkamania this year. Gonna put him at number 4 here. Unfortunately, I did get some paint application issues. Your mileage may vary on that one. But we had a lot of Hulk Hogan's. And this one, of course, I guess the big difference with this, for the most part, there's 2 parts, but most part, you get a shirt difference here. Of course, representing WrestleMania 8. The big selling point for me, though, is the new head scan, head sculpt on this one. I really do like that. However, it just kind of feels like we've been there before. I know customizers going to like this one, moving this head to different bodies, different things, getting different looks for the Hulkster, and that's what it's about, customization for a lot of collectors out there. So I could definitely see somebody having this higher in their list along the way. Totally get it. Totally get it. But now we're down to the final three right here. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to go to Faarooq. Faarooq, quite the figure as well. A definite upgrade from his Kmart exclusive Elite way back when. I said, I think in the video, I said I looked at it and I knew it was Ron Simmons. Then I put it next to this Ron Simmons, and all of a sudden I didn't know who this was. So huge upgrade. Of course, new technology, joints, face scans, color, skin tone got better. Of course, you get the jacket over the top. A very, very good Nation version of Faarooq. I don't know if we ever really need another Nation Faarooq after this. So I guess we'll see. Maybe 10, 15 years, there'll be some new technology advancement, and we'll be saying, when can we get that updated Faarooq? I guess we'll see what happens then. But Faarooq going to come in at number 3 for me, which means there's only 2 left, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Kurt Angle. I'm going to have to put old Jim the Anvil Neidhart at number 1 and Kurt Angle at number 2. Yes, you heard it right. I said it in the review. This Kurt Angle is a sleeper figure. Out of all these figures, I feel like he got the least amount of traction, notoriety. Everybody's like, wow, WrestleMania 8 Hogan, finally, a 2-in-1 Jim Neidhart. But updated Faarooq, that's awesome. Nobody was really saying anything about Kurt Angle because we did just recently get his Ultimate Edition. I actually prefer this over the Ultimate Edition. I think this is the sleeper figure. A lot of people saying Jim Neidhart's the sleeper figure. I don't agree with that because when this was announced, everybody was like, wow, we're getting that deep cut Jim Neidhart. Oh my gosh, a Who 2-in-1. There was a lot of people talking about that one, and there's a lot of people talking about it right now. Kurt Angle seems to be the one talking about the least, even now on release. And just looking at this one, this is a very, very good Kurt Angle. And like I said, a lot of people said, hey, we just recently got the Ultimate. I'm going to pass on this one. I wouldn't pass on this Kurt Angle. Who knows? Maybe we'll see the $689 clearance. Maybe that'd be a good time to get it for you. But the sculpted in singlet is absolutely amazing on here. This is what I think of with Kurt Angle. You get the gold medals, of course. You get the hair. Waiting for the bald-headed Kurt Angles in the future. Soft goods t-shirt. There is a lot to like about this Angle. So don't sleep on that one. That's going to be my final verdict. But then Jim Neidhart going to be number 1. I love deep cut characters, and guys, we don't get a whole lot of figures of. We don't get a ton of Jim Neidharts, and we don't get any outside of the Hart Foundation tag team time frame. So this is definitely warranted. And then giving it the Who 2-in-1 is an extra special jump to make people buy into this one. And I do think if this line does go to clearance, I think you'll see a lot more people jumping in on this Jim Neidhart to buy for clearance just so they can make a Who. Because $6.89 or $6, it's worth it to make a Who figure. Of course, in the video, I did do the Owen Hart custom. I had this idea since San Diego Comic-Con. Not totally accurate, but another good thing about this Jim Neidhart, you buy a second one, you got the Who here, you take all the garb off, you throw it on an Owen Hart. It's like you're getting 3 figures out of 2. Not really, but you know what I mean. But a very, very fun Jim Neidhart, a very deep cut, a very embarrassing outfit, kind of. Makes me long for a Coco Beware also to go with Owen Hart. Is kind of, they should have been a 6-man tag team, but they weren't. But they should have been. They should have been. But a fun set right here. Very easy to get. Of course, orders shipped to me even before the street date. And then going on the day of street date, you could order for immediate pickup. That's the way you want it to be. Of course, we've had that discussion many a times on the channel. People always rallying against Walmart. Well, you just got to think about business. And at the end of the day, people want to blame Mattel. Mattel gave Target their exclusives. Mattel gave Walmart their exclusives. We're done. We made our money. We fulfilled our commitment. After that, Walmart owns it. It's up to them to do it. Of course, Mattel wants their figures in everybody's hands, but they've made their money. They made their money from Walmart and Target. And we see Target getting these figures out and people complaining, oh, peg warmers, peg warmers, peg warmers. We're at Walmart. Can't find them, can't find them, can't find them. So really, either way, you can't be happy with collectors, I think, is the way it goes. But you got to remember, Target sticking these out, getting after it. Walmart, troubles in distribution. We get it. But is Walmart winning? One thing you got to think about with Walmart, they're like, oh, they got to be losing so many sales. Well, action figures especially, are they even like 1% of Walmart's total sales? Think of how much business Walmart does in a whole. Very small amount of that is toys in general. especially wrestling figures in general, a small amount. It is a blip on their radar. And guess what? Here's a secret you don't want to hear. And it's a retailer secret across all retailers, especially about exclusives. They love exclusives because it brings you to Walmart in this case. Well, it brings you there where you wouldn't go there. Maybe you go to Target all the time, but you know what? Those Monday Night Wars, I can only go to Walmart. So they love that. That brings you into the store. And how many people, maybe you're different, I don't know, but how many people go into that Walmart looking for that Monday Night Wars, for example? They get skunked, they don't find them at all. But you know, on the way out, I'm going to get a Monster on my way out. I'm going to get a candy bar. Oh, you know what? I need a box of cereal. Oh, we need milk at home. They're winning. Walmart wins when you do that. And guess what? You come back tomorrow, oh, no Monday Night Wars once again. Gosh, what's going on here? I needed to get an extension cord for the garage. Well, guess what? Walmart just won again. You come back the next day. Oh, I found the Monday Night Wars. Okay, you buy the Monday Night Wars and you grab Monster on the way out. Walmart really wins again. So you got to remember that. They're trying to drive foot traffic into their stores. That's what everybody wants. They want you to go to Walmart over Target. By dangling that carrot of that exclusive you can only get here and then not giving it to you, guess what? They get 10 people buying these monsters. It all adds up. It all adds up. And then eventually you find those figures you want, or you got them off eBay. Somebody else found them for you. So it's a game retailers play, and I'm in the thick of it. I've been in the thick of it for 30 years, for good or for bad. So you got to remember that. You got to put that business hat on. I will definitely say that. And I got into a whole rant right here. I don't know where that went, as we're talking Legends 24, but that's just a little peek under the grocer's tent, retailer's tent is what I'll tell you there. But Legends 24, pick it up at Target right now, or wait for the clearance, whatever you want to do. But a fun set. But once again, want to hear your thoughts on this set. Put them in order down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Check out ProWrestlingTees.com as well. Don't forget my book, The Complete Guide to the WWE Jakks Classic Superstars Series, available on, of course, Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and now newly released in Kindle edition. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Legends 24, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.